we are live. Noah, what is up? How is it going? I gotta fix something on the TikTok stream real quick. Just a second. There we go. Cool. I think. Let's see that. There we go. Okay. Well, I gotta send a Discord message. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Discord. Boop. Discord message is sent. By the way, we have a Discord. If you've not joined the Discord, highly recommend it. I post updates on all the stuff I work on off stream as well. So whenever I'm not streaming and I'm working just off stream, when I complete the work, I post it on the Discord. And you guys can follow there. So that's that. Okay, Discord message is sent. We are live on YouTube, Twitch. Let me double check. Twitch. Yes. And YouTube. Yes, love it. And TikTok. What is up, everyone? Thanks for being here. Just got a notification as I got past the stream. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Thanks for being here. Riven, Zach, Jonye West, Mike Drop, Twizzy, EJ, Layden, J Rimber, Gage, VR, Nico, Leo, TTK, IDK. What is up, everyone? Thanks for being here. I promise I won't talk like this the whole stream. And then on YouTube, we've got Noah and no one on Twitch yet. Okay, why can I not move the chat over on? Why is this? Okay, TikTok, come on. Come on, TikTok. Pop out, chat. Okay, TikTok chat, why are you not moving when I tell you to move? There we go. Okay. Lobster Rise, what's up? Thanks for being here. Okay, guys, I'm gonna show you the game real quick. I'm gonna show you what I got. Okay, what is up with OBS today? I click somewhere and then, okay, stop. There we go. Okay, let's do this. Insane progress. Thank you. I'm gonna show you guys what I have so far. So I actually posted a video of the progress on Discord last night. So if you guys are joined the Discord, you guys can see that anytime, even when I'm off stream. But here we go. So as you guys know, we recorded all the mocap, well, most of the mocap for the game. We recorded all the mocap for Drip, the superhero tiger character, as well as for the goon, the enemy that you fight throughout the level. We recorded all of that last Monday, so a week ago. So Monday I did 2 live streams where I recorded all the motion capture. Sorry. It was a super fun stream. And let me actually pull it up real quick. You guys can see what that looked like. Doop. YouTube. Channel. Live. Boom. So it was a super fun stream, guys. And so if you guys want to go back and watch this, all the VODs are on YT, the red platform. And yeah, so it is super fun. We recorded all the motion capture for the superhero as well as for the enemy. It was a huge blast. We had a lot of fun. So now I'm actually going to be putting the mocap into the game. So that's what we're doing today. Super pumped about that. We've got 4 viewers on YouTube. That's a lot for YouTube. Wow. And only 2 on Twitch. Man, that is odd that YouTube is beating Twitch today. It's not odd that TikTok is winning. You guys are doing great. We got 33 viewers on TikTok. Love it. Logic, where the music? Is the music not playing? What? It's playing? You guys don't hear it? Please tell me you hear the music. You guys hear the music, right? Okay. So this is what I have done so far. I didn't want to stream the initial bits of getting this set up because what I wanted to do, I wanted to really nail down my workflow for how I'm actually going to be controlling the character, having the enemy walk around, and how I'm going to be implementing the motion capture animation of this. So I wanted to work out kind of my workflow because there's 100 different ways that you can code this stuff in a game. So I wanted to figure out my workflow and just kind of really have a heads down time for about a week. So I've been doing that this whole past week, just figuring out my workflow, getting everything established, and I went ahead and implemented some of the motion capture into the game. So I'm going to show you guys that now, what I have so far, and then we will go from there. You hear the music? Okay, great. Tiny bit quieter than usual, really? It might be a quieter song. See, you're live on TikTok, then move to YouTube to see better. Okay, got it. Yeah, so guys, I'm streaming on 3 platforms right now, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Okay, let's do this. Boom. Here is the game so far. And I'm actually going to show you guys at work. I'm going to show it working on mobile as well in a second, but this is the game. Right now I'm just controlling it via PC, mouse and keyboard. It's a 3D side-scroller platformer. You're the superhero Drip. You can run left and right, and I implemented a jump and a double jump. Boop, boop. You can also punch. That's the punch. That is one of our motion capture animations, guys, from last Monday. Super, super fun. And these enemies, these goons, I have already programmed them to walk around. When they see Drip, when they get close to him, they'll start walking towards him. So this is that. And if they don't see Drip, then they will patrol back and forth. So these guys over here that haven't seen Drip yet, they're patrolling back and forth, just walking left and right. So like that guy started to turn around, but now he's close to Drip, so now they're surrounding him. This guy over here, he's gonna be far away, so he's gonna start probably go the other way, or he might start patrolling this way. Let's see. Start going the other way. No, he's too close. He still sees Drip. Maybe there's a guy over here. And so guys, check this out. This doesn't say a lot because I'm on PC right now, but we're running at 120 frames per second, which I have a frame cap lock, an FPS lock right now at 120. So it would go a lot higher if I took the lock off, but that's that, and also I implemented a mocap animation of the goon getting hit. So when you punch the goon, boop, he gets hit. So that's that. So that's what I've got so far. They don't have a health bar yet. They don't lose health. They can't DIE yet, but you can punch them. It'll play Drip's animation, and then it'll play their animation when they actually get hit. If you're too far away, it won't play, obviously. You get close enough, boom, hit. So that's what I've got so far. Let me actually show you it working on mobile as well. Let me pull this up. It's gonna be on my phone. Okay. I gotta be careful because this is my personal phone. I'm gonna make sure like no calls or pictures of my family or anything pops up. But yeah, so this is the game working on mobile. Let me try to get this up. This is why I have the top down cam today, so you guys can see this. So this is actually working on mobile, and you can't see this, but oh, maybe you can. No, you can't. I have a frame rate debugger up at the top, and that is showing that the game is actually running smoothly at 120 FPS on a mobile device. Okay, so the jump button works. And I also have it so that the buttons, they kind of scale up as you're pushing them, which I think is a really nice touch. So this is the game working. Oh, sorry. We're kind of cropped on the vertical live stream. So yeah, that is that. That is everything working on mobile at a smooth 120 frames per second. And everything is looking great. So that's that. And now we're going to start implementing some more of the motion capture. I think what I want to work on today is the goons. They only have one animation that plays when they get hit. Obviously, we need to add some variety. So I'm gonna add a few more of those today. I think that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, we're gonna have fun. I wanna make a horror game. Have fun. I've never made a horror game before. Never done that. Lobster Eyes, what's up? Thanks for being here. Okay, let's do this. Let's get into a game. So let's go to animator and let's go to the goon character. And so right now, from any state, they go to that hit whenever get hit trigger happens. So what I want to do is add animation variations. So right now we have hit 1. Where is that? Right here we have hit 1. So I'm going to find another hit in our mocap animation. I'm going to show you guys the process of how I do this. So I've already pulled the mocap animation from Rococo Studio into Blender, did some post processing of the mocap, and then I brought that into Unity. And I might show that process as well at some point with another group of mocap animations that I haven't already brought in, but I've already brought in get hit, I've already brought in idle and walks. So once we do the superhero stuff especially, then I will show you guys the whole process of processing through the mocap animation and getting it set up for Unity. Right now we've got hit 1, so let's pull this up so you guys can actually see it. So here's hit 1, boop. You guys see that? Oh, you can't see it on... Oh, this is tough because my webcam's in the way. There we go. Okay, so this is the animation clip for the get hit, and I'm gonna add another one in here. So we need another type of hit for the goon character. How long do you think the process of making the game will be, and how much will it cost to make it? I can't say the cost because that's a number between me and the client. But the process of making the game, I had about a 6-month timeline for our contract, but it's gonna probably take full-time work, probably 2 to 3 months. And it's actually due next month. The client has said there's some flexibility there with the deadline. So my hope is to have it by the end of October is when we'll be done. Learn having outside ideas. I think that streaming is hurting. My career? What do you mean by that? Is there a game you've done already that we can play? Nope, not yet. Cost and end cost of making the game if you're able to discuss. How long do you think the process of making the game? Oh, I already talked about that. Call mine cave if you're in the woods. What do you mean by that? Other than having outside ideas, I think that streaming is hurting your career. What do you mean by that? Just work, don't stream 2 to 3 months is ridiculous. Not really. I wouldn't say so. But yeah, I mean, I definitely could not do all the work I guess I could do all the work while I'm streaming, but yeah. It definitely does take longer, a little bit longer to do the work while I'm streaming than it does just to do the work. But I love streaming, and the whole goal of streaming, guys, is to, one, I like interacting with you guys. I think it's a lot of fun. And I like the idea of building up a community because I have my own projects and games that I'm working on. And if I finish those games and don't have anyone to release it to, it's honestly probably not going to do anything. I'd have to get really lucky. So I like the idea of building up a community so that then once I have my own projects finished, I have a community, I have people to actually release it to. But 2 to 3 months to make a game, I don't think that's ridiculous at all. That's really fast, I think. Okay. I think streaming while working is a huge plus. You're showing a lot of the process that goes into game dev that more often than not would not be shown. Yeah, and that's the thing too. I've never seen the game development process live streamed from beginning to end. And I think that's really cool. And a lot of people want that. I know when I was younger, I would have liked to have seen that. So I'm sure there's other people out there that would like that too. Okay, let's add another hit. So we're gonna start at, I don't think there's any hits before the one that I grabbed. Let's see. That's at 589. That's a pretty good one, but it's very similar to what we already have. What was the first hit? It was head getting hit to the right. So I need a head getting hit to the left. There's one right there. Might be a better one though. Let's just keep watching. That one's good. That one was fast, and that one was not good. It was way too slow. I have also been speeding up the mocap. Oh, there's a good one. I've been speeding up the mocap to make it just a lot faster and snappier in the game, which adds a lot to it too. There's one right there. So let's start right there. Frame 1289. 1289. Boop. Oh wait, was that? No. It's like going straight back. You're getting a PC in a week. That is awesome. It's really cool. I'm young, but I would love to get into making my own games. That's awesome. I highly encourage it. Making games is so much fun, guys. I've worked on movies, TV shows, commercials for Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, Apple TV. I've done a lot of like big time projects, and I honestly think I have more fun making games than I do making visual effects and 3D animation for movies and TV shows. Because the thing that's fun about games is that you don't just make a 3D creation, you also get to add logic and controls to it, and that's just so much fun. And then it doesn't only just live in a single shot that's 3 seconds long in a movie, you get to play around with it in a game for as long as you want. It's so fun. Did you go to school for game dev? No, I did not. This is all self-taught. You're learning coding as a hobby to eventually take upon game dev as a side hustle, so this is enjoyable. That's awesome. Love to hear it, Lobster Eyes. That's exactly how I did it. Exactly how I did it. Okay, where was that? Hit to the left hit. Here's one. Let's see that one. That's a good stomach hit. That's a good one. That's really powerful. I like that one. It's more like a first hit though. It's like superhero just hit him for the first time, but it doesn't seem like it really hurts him. Let me go back. I think I missed one. 1200. There it is. Okay, that's the one I want right there. Just need to make it faster. Bonk. And then end at 1284. Okay, let's see that. It's probably a little long. Let me see that first hit. I have the timing. Okay, so straight back, and then it ends right before it comes back. So let's go to the end there. Right there should probably be the end, and that is at frame 1268. 8. And the beginning is literally gets the whole movement. Okay, so go to scene, whole movement. Right about there, 1204. Okay, let's play that. Cool. And then let's name it hit 2. And then just copy the same settings, all checked, and then all originals. So I'm just copying this workflow that I kind of established over the past week for how I'm handling all this stuff. Apply. I did so much playing around that would have been so boring for a stream, so just trial and error. So that looks good. Okay. Now let's bring hit 2 into the animator window for the goon. Just going to duplicate this, call this, bring up hit 2, bonk, call it hit 2, and then just to make sure it's working, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a random animation. So as this transition goes from any state to the hit, it's gonna pick a random animation between these two, and of course all the other ones that we add too. So I'll do that in a second, but I just wanna make sure this is working first. So let's do this to there, and just copy all the same settings. 0.01 transition time. State. Get hit is there. Okay, and this I'm just gonna turn the condition off. Or no, wait. I want to delete it. I'll just delete it. It's okay. Actually, let's do this. I'm just gonna delete this and then hit 1. I'm gonna replace it with hit 2 animation. There we go. Okay, so this should play that second animation instead. Now let's try it out. When I hit the goon, yep, his head is going to the left now. Beautiful. Now let's actually make it random so that it chooses a different one each time. So let's replace that back with hit 1. And then what I need to do is, I have some code for this in my Pixelfire setup to play random animation, so I'm gonna steal from that, or I could just go to ChatGPT real quick, just to remember not the context. I don't know the word. How'd you get into learning it? I just like learning game. I just look stuff up. There's plenty of free content tutorials online, guys. YouTube, ChatGPT, Tube. I would recommend going with YouTube tutorials for now. Learn how to make some games, and when I say game, I mean like the simplest game possible. You're a ball on a ground, on simple like a square. You're a ball on a square. Roll around, pick up 10 coins, and you win the game. Like as simple as that. Make a game like that. There's plenty of tutorials to do that online, and go from there. Get bigger and bigger each time. You make games in Roblox. Okay, cool. It's fun when you make your silly ideas in a game. That's awesome. Yeah, I've never tried out Roblox before. Good luck on your journey. Thank you so much. Okay. So we need to turn this into, or we need to create a substate machine. Yes, it's a substate machine. It's not just an empty, no. Create, yeah, it's a substate machine. So this is what this needs to be. So I'm gonna call this hit state machine. This is gonna hold all of our hit animations, including this one. So, and then this will hold the code that chooses a random animation that's inside it. So I'm going to, actually, can I just make this into a, no, I can't. Okay, so I gotta do this. I'm just gonna call it hits. Boop. And then I'm gonna copy this, put it in here. Boop. Hit. Beautiful. And I'm gonna make another one. Oops. Hit 2. Call it hit 2. Okay, both of our hits are inside there. Now I can go back up to here, and I need to, can I just drag this? No, I can't. Transition to that. State machine, hits. Copy the same stuff. 0.01. State. Okay, delete that, and then, oh, I need to go from here to there. And this, there are no conditions, it just always happens. Put the exit, 0.2 second transition as exit time. 0.2 second transition as exit time. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, now I can just delete this. Now, any state goes to our hits. Oh, condition, when the get hit happens. Oop. And then inside the hits, we have our 2 hits, but right now it's only handling the 1. Great. And then it exits right away. That's 0.2 second transition, and then interruption source, none. Okay, so right now it should work exactly the same way it did before, but it's only gonna play that one animation. Let's try it. Make sure we're still working properly. Yep. Works. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, now I just need to make it play a random animation between those two. So let me dig into... Oh, you got your actual keyboard just showing now. Yeah, I got a top-down camera. I actually got it not for the keyboard, but for my phone. So that when I show you guys the game, or when I test the game running on my phone, I can just do this. Boop, and you guys can actually see it working. So I got the top-down camera for this. Yeah. So when did you start making games? I mean, like messing around or learning code. I've been messing around with Unity since I want to say like 2015, somewhere around there. Just messing around really and just testing stuff out. I started heavily getting into it when I started Pixelfire actually. OG Pixelfire back in 2019 when I made my blue VTuber essentially. I didn't know VTubers existed, but I made this blue character that I controlled with mouse and keyboard when I was streaming Fortnite back in the day. And that got me into Unity. I'm controlling him through the game engine. And the rest is history. I just kept developing Pixelfire. It turned a few heads. I got a really big contract for a pretty big company making a VTuber app for them, which was essentially a game. And I worked on that for 2 years, but then they canned the project. I have nothing to show for it. And then I got this contract from an old client of mine who I used to do video editing and visual effects for. And this contract is making a superhero game for him, for his brand, his comic book brand. And yeah, additionally, I'm also working on my own game projects like that Lego brick building game, PvP game. And yeah, just doing a bunch of that type of stuff. Okay, so now I need to get the random animation from the state machine. Let's see. Hits. I need to add a state machine. Where is it? State. I thought I could add. I just have to make a new one? No, I thought it was... I thought Unity had some built-in state machine stuff. Add behavior. Random animation. Invalid state machine behavior. Okay, so I just gotta set this up from scratch. Okay. Add behavior. No. There. Okay. Hey, Scroufy, what's up? Sorry I'm late. I just came home from college. Oh, no worries. Cool. Cool. Thanks everyone for being here, by the way. Why is it taking so long to open? Okay, there we go. Okay, it is all there. Awesome. It adds it for you. I thought it did. Okay, so we need to put this code to choose a random animation in on state. Enter is called on any state inside the state machine. No. It needs to be on state machine. Enter is called when entering a state machine. You guys see this? Yes, you can. Sort of. Almost. Do this so you guys can actually see all of it. So we need to do it in here. So I'm going to do that. Now I can actually run code when the state machine gets entered. Okay. So I'm going to pull up my Pixelfire code that I know as stuff. Come on, TikTok code. Or TikTok. Chat. Actually, it might be faster just to use ChatGPT. I'm going to do that real quick. Okay. Unity, C#. On state machine, enter behavior, choose a random animation clip from inside it. ChatGPT has been pretty slow lately. Okay, choose a random animation clip within state machine behavior in Unity. Blah 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 blah. That is a lot of code. It should not take that much code. Look at what it's showing me. That is not what I was doing with Pixelfire. I do not want to assign all the animation clips in there. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not doing that. That is a very bad suggestion. I'm gonna go into my Pixelfire code. Okay, let's do that. Okay, Pixelfire app, Pixelfire assets, scripts, animation, random anim state machine. That's it. That is the code I want. That is what I want. That is perfect. Okay. So we want that parameter ID. What am I using that for? Set integer parameter ID. Oh, it's the random animation amount. Okay, got it. Okay, TikTok, please stop doing that to me. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna copy that from my Pixelfire code because it's exactly what I need. On state machine enter, set integer, random range, that number of animations, and then set actions and couch and waving. No, that's not quite what I want. That is the wrong script. I actually need random animate state machine actions. Oh no, wait. No, that is right. I just need this line right here. Animator set integer. The parameter ID. Yes, yes, okay. Yeah. Okay, that's all I need. All I need is this right here. Boop. Then on state machine enter, we run that. Yes, that's all I need. Okay, that should be enough. So what that's doing is we're setting the parameter ID of the right here. I'm gonna put a parameter right here. You guys are gonna see that in a second. And whenever I type that in, it's gonna know what random animation I want to. It'll make more sense when I show you guys. And then it sets the integer to that, and then I can call that inside. Okay, so this is what we're essentially doing. So here it is. Close this so I can actually see you guys. How do you record mocap for animation? So if you want to see that, just look at the VOD over on the Red platform over on YT. We did the mocap animation recordings last Monday. So just check that live streams out on my YT. Make a Doom remake? I'm good. That's been done 1,000 times. Okay, so in here, parameter ID. So I need to make a new parameter. It's gonna be int, and that's gonna be random hit. Okay. So then I'm gonna put that here. And the number of animations is how many animations we have inside hits. And right now we have 2. So I'm gonna do 2. I'm pretty sure it's doing that and not the set integer. Yeah, okay. So right now what this code is going to do is on state machine enter. So as soon as the transition from any state goes to the hits, it is going to choose a random range between 0 and number of animations. So between 0 and 2. And then it's gonna put that value right here in random hit. And then inside hits, we are going to choose a different hit based on what that value is. So this we're going to do, make transition. This is going to be, oops. If random hit is equal to 0, or it'd be 1, then go to this hit. If random hit is equal to 1, then go to this hit. And I also need to exit from that. Just make sure it's the same exit. 0.2. Beautiful. Okay, that should work. I might have the count a little off, but let's test this out, okay? Let's see if that chooses a random animation. Boop, boop. Yep, look at that. Look at that. It is hitting a random animation each time. Let me turn the canvas for the mobile off so you guys can actually see this better. Let's look at this guy. This is for the goon getting hit. So he's getting hit to the right sometimes and to the left sometimes. Look at that. Let me actually turn all the goons off except one, so we can see this even better. Turn canvas off. Okay, check this out, guys. So let's look at the goons animation. You're gonna see his random hit value up here. Oh, you can't see it, TikTok. Okay, move over. There we go. You see that now, TikTok, right here? This random value. See, it's 1, 1, 1, 0. 1, 1, 0. 1, 1, 0. And each time, so that code that we just added is adding a random value for this right here. And then our code in here, I paused it right there. So the code shows a random value between 0 and 1, or between 0 and 2. It shows 1. And then because we have this right here, if the random hit is equal to 0, play this hit. If random hit is equal to 1, then play this hit. So it equaled 1, and then it's playing this hit, and then it exits out of that. So there we go. We have a random animation playing between those two animations each time the goon gets hit. So now we have some variation, and that is freaking awesome. Look at that. You're making the full game for him? Yes, I am. Well, right now I'm just contracted to make level 1 for him, and then after that, if and when he comes up with the funds and wants to continue developing the game, we'll move on to level 2. Look at that. So now that we have that system implemented, it's going to be even easier to add even a third animation variation when he gets hit. So let's do that. Let's do that right now. You have a 4090? No, I do not. I wish I did. If you have a 4090 and you just aren't using it for whatever reason, send it to me. I'm using a 3080 right now. 3080. Thought you were just doing the animations. No, I'm the solo dev for this game. I'm doing everything from scratch, beginning to end, guys. And I'm documenting the entire process. So if you guys want to see a game, a legitimate game for mobile, getting created for a legitimate client, if you want to see the process of that from beginning to end, then you can watch all the VODs over on YT, on my Red platform. I don't want to say the names because TikTok does not like, from what I've heard, TikTok does not like mentioning other platforms. So, and right now, by the way, guys, I'm streaming on 3 platforms. I'm streaming on TikTok, on the purple platform, T, and on the red platform, YT. And you guys can find my stuff anywhere, pretty much. Just search Pixelfire, you guys will find me. I believe in you. Ever tried VR? I have a VR headset. I have a Quest 2, and I've played some games on it, but I've not done any development for it. Did you go to school for all this? No, I did not. This is all self-taught. Okay, let's add another animation into the goon hit, and I'll show you guys how much faster this is going to be this time. So let's actually go inside our hits. Go to that hit right here, and then add another animation. I'm gonna move this. Can I move this? I don't know if I can move this. Convert to floating window? I can. Wow, I did not know I could do that. I've never tried it before. Okay. This is our entire, well, that's just hit 1, so let's play that. Boop. That's hit 1, that's hit 2. Now let's add another hit animation. Let me make this even bigger so you guys can see it even better. Okay, so now in our, so this animation that I have right here, this contains all the get hits from the day that we recorded the mocap. So I'm actually gonna pull that up again so you guys can see what that video looked like. Boop. And I'm gonna go to the get hit section. Channel. Video. Nope, it's not video, it's live. This is the goon right here. So where are the get hits? I went through and made chapter markers for all this. Here we go. Get hit. Wow, I waited that long in the stream to do the get hits. Okay, so this whole recorded section of getting hits, let me show you this, guys. This is one file that contains all the get hit mocap. So here it is. And if you guys want to watch this, again, the VOD is over on YT. It was a really fun stream. I did a 2.5 hour stream getting the mocap for the goon, and then another 2.5 hour stream in the same day doing all the mocap for the superhero. Super, super fun stuff. So this was last Monday, and now that whole animation clip of all these clips within one is in Unity right now. So I'm gonna exit out of that, boop, and then do this. So we're gonna add another one. So we're gonna add, and now this scene, this is the entire clip. So if I do this, boop, it's literally the whole thing. See how fast it is? So the last one we did was ended at 1268. So I'm gonna start at frame 1268 and then play. And I'm just gonna watch it until I find a clip that I really like. That one's head straight back, that's okay. I like that one because that's very different from the other two that we have. Go back to that one. Where was it? It's right there, I think. I like that one, but I think there's a better one a little later. Let's wait for it. Andrija, love you too. Thanks for being here. Can you make this new animation a head punch? What do you mean by that? Like him getting punched in the head, is that what you're saying? Okay. I think I'm gonna do the stomach one because that's a really good variety, but I'll do the head one after that if we have. I'm pretty sure we have one. That's a good stomach one. There's a better stomach one. I remember we did some really good stomach hits. Come on, Zach, get into it. That's a good one. The ones where I actually move back, that's a good one, are a little tough because it involves some locomotion, which I was hoping not to bake into the animation. These are really good ones. I need to figure out a way to use these, but to where they still work well with my locomotion that I have for the characters. Yeah, Seuss, I'll look into that for sure. No, this is Unity. I'm using Unity for the game, guys. I've never used Unreal before. Come on, big hit, big hit, big hit. Come on. These are all like walkbacks. Ooh, that one looked good. I just need like standing still get hits right now. I've got to figure out a way to use some of these that he like walks back. They're really good. That was a good head hit. It's a really good one. That's a good shoulder hit. It's a good stomach hit, but the hands go through the stomach, which I can fix. That one is really good. It's like if the arm hits. I could put various colliders at different parts of the body for the goon, which I already have. And then just make it so that if the enemy gets hit in different body parts, it plays a different animation. We could easily do that. So like this would be one that if he gets hit in the arm. Go back to that. That would be really cool, actually. These are all arm hits. I could have sworn I had a really good stomach hit. That one's good, except he walks back. That's it. That's it. Where was that stomach hit? Dude, Art of Salem, thank you for that gift. Manifesting, what, dang, 500 coins. Dude, thank you so much. Huge shout out to Art of Salem. Thank you so much for that. You're way too kind, dude. Thank you so much. Okay, where's the head hit? We really need a head hit. Not a head hit, sorry, stomach hit. Further back, maybe? There it is, there's one. That works, and his hands don't go too far in the stomach, which I can always fix later too. I like that one. Let's put that one in there. So guys, this is gonna be how quick it is to add in a third random animation. So now that we've chosen it, so 3079, here we go guys, 3079, I'm gonna choose the frame range. A little bit later. And the end. Oh wait, there it is. Actually, that's a good one. It's kind of like a flinch. flinch. I might add that one in too. That's more of a stomach hit. This top one is like a chest hit. I like both of them. Let's do both. I'm actually going to add another one. Both starting at 3,079. But this one needs to end at 3237. 3237. And then this one needs to start at 3237 and then end. I love that one. 3490. If you guys see me like moving my wrist awkwardly during stream today, it's because I heard it somehow. A few days ago, I think it was on Saturday, I was doing something in my office. I was like one of these clamps or bars that I have, I was like either tightening it or loosening it, one of the two. And I did it too hard and I felt my wrist like twinge. And it didn't really hurt the whole rest of the day, but then ever since that day, it's been hurting so bad. I've never had my wrist hurt this bad before. It's really bad, guys. So if you see me doing this, that's why. But I need to start that one a little later. Right there, right about there. 3119. As soon as I finalize these frame ranges, guys, you're gonna see how fast it will be to actually add these animations into the random variations. So it's just a hit, and then right there we can start transition back. So 3191. While I was establishing this process over the past week of how I'm doing these, I've found that you've really got to make sure that there's not any like excess in the animation beginning or end, because when you hit someone in a game, the animation has to play like as close to instantly as possible. Otherwise the delay just makes it look really bad. And thankfully these transitions, these lines, you can add like a smoothing so that it smoothly transitions from one animation to another, which is really cool. Dude, TRBL Entertainment, thank you so much for the 99 lightning bolts and the heart me. Dude, thank you so much, guys. You guys are awesome. What is up with that? I did not expect to get any gifts when we only have 10 viewers on TikTok right now. Thank you so much for that. Okay. It might be a little bit too long on the... I'm going to leave it and see how it works. Okay, so that is hit. As you're going to see how fast this goes. Just 1 second. Let me finish these frame ranges. So then this one... Okay, stop. Right about... there. 3307. And then the end. About there, we can start transitioning. 3436. 3436. Okay, let's play that. That might be a little bit too long. Start right there. 3311. Okay. End at 3430. Okay, so those frame ranges are finalized. Let's call that hit 4. Perfect. And now I just need to give them the same settings. They all need to be check, check, check. Original, original, original. Then hit 4. Check, check, check. Original, original, original. Apply. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, perfect. Now I can actually put them in here. So all I gotta do is, there's a way that you can paste it with the same transition, but I forgot how. Copy. Paste. I don't just want to paste, I want to keep the same transition. Control Shift V? No. Control Alt V? No, I don't know. Control D. Duplicate. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay. Just gonna make the same transition again. This is one thing I don't like about Unity's animation system. Whoa. Okay, so we got hit 3 and hit 4. rename them. Watch how fast this is, guys, to just add another variation. 2 more variations, actually, of animations. Hit 3, hit 4. Pull in, hit 3. Boop. And then pull in, hit 4. Boop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then just make sure random hit equals 1. Random hit equals 2. And for that one, random hit equals 3. Beautiful. Okay, so random hit equals 0, equals 1, equals 2, equals 3. And then I have to exit from those. Exit, exit. No conditions. It's just a 0.2 second transition. 0.2, 0.2. Okay, and then we go up a layer, and then in the hits, we need to tell our code that there are 4 animations inside here. So 4, boop. And now we should have 4 random animations that the game will choose from when the enemy gets hit. You ready for this? Let's try it out. Here we go. And let's look up here too at the random hit value, see if that changes too. Look, there's that stomach hit. There's the right hit. There's another stomach hit. Look at that. All those variations. You can see there's that one hit, the stomach one, where his whole body, like if you look at his feet, his whole body moves back. That one. So that is one I'm gonna have to figure something out with. But if you see up here, the random hits are working properly. 2, 0, 0, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 0, 3. So we're getting a random animation between those 4 variations each time we hit. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, so we might be able to, with that, was it hit 4? It's that one that we jump back. With hit 4, let's see if we can fix it by just adjusting the position XY to not bake into pose. Let's see what that does. I think that might actually do it. Let's check it out. El Moria, what's up? Thanks for being here. Okay, you need to face me, dude. That's another thing I need to do. I need to make it so that a different animation plays if the goon gets hit from the back. He's staying more in place. It looks kind of weird though. His feet are like sliding around. Hit 4, hit 4, hit 4. Let me pull this out again. Let's go back into, change it to center of mass maybe. No, not 4. Might work. Let's try that. Troll Cave, what's up? First time chat on Twitch. Thanks for being here. It's really interesting. I literally joined 2 minutes ago, but considering I'm trying to do something like this with idols, this has my attention. Awesome. I'm glad you're here for sure. Come on, stomach hit, stomach hit, stomach hit. He's still sliding around. You know what I could do? This makes it a little more complex, but I could add a layer mask. Not a layer mask. I could add a mask to an avatar mask so that the animation only plays from his waist up, but the legs stay in idle. I could do that. I've done some of that stuff before. I don't think I can do it only on an animation clip. I have to do it in a layer. No, wait. Yes, I can. I just go to hit 4. Let's go back to hit 4, change it back to original so that it matches the settings of all the others. 4. Beautiful. And then on hit 4, I can add a mask, humanoid, boop, and then turn off legs. Wait. No, I need to keep that. What? No, revert. That's what I want, but I'm gonna need another animation to continue playing for the bottom half. So I might need to separate this into layers if I want to use different animations. Oh, that makes things a little bit more complicated. It's doable, but we can do it. Let's just try that out and see how that works. I support the journey. Thank you, TRBL. That means a lot. There'll be a 10-second tornado kick in the game. No, there will not be. The Lego game is on the back burner, guys, because I've got to get this game done by the deadline. Oh, you see that animation? That's hilarious, dude. It's still going back. What I need to do, yeah, the Lego game is on the back burner, guys, because I got to get this game done. But come mid-October, I'll start working on the Lego game again and get that finished. Combos, yes, I'm going to be adding combos in for sure. After we get random hit animations in, we'll be doing some combo animations for Drip, because we have a lot of fight moves for the superhero character. We have punches, we have kicks, we have staff hit, because he has a staff that comes out of his right hand. He can hit with that. He has a shield that comes out. He can block with it. He can throw. He has a cannon that comes out of his wrist, and he will shoot lasers. So there's a lot of combo moves we can do for this for sure. But right now I've only got one hit in so far. So let's add to this mask. Let's take that off. Apply. No, why does it do that? Gosh. Take that off. There we go. And that off. Apply. No, not for hit 1. Gosh darn it. Okay. Revert. Hit 4. Humanoid. Off, 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 off. Okay, that should keep him in the same place, but it'll just have bad animation on the legs. Okay, turn around, turn around, turn. There we go. Yeah. So what I'd need to do is I would need a different layer. Idle, and these would have different masks. So I need to make an avatar mask. Create avatar mask. Call it legs. Doot 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 doot. Okay, and then the idle. This would use this guy. Boop. And this would be 1. Then I have to put the idle animation in there. Yeah, that is complicated. When's the deadline? October 15th. The client has said that he's flexible on the deadline though. Because I was working on this the past week and I've been doing some stuff that are kind of outside the scope of the game. I tend to do that. I'll be working on the game. I'll be like, wait a second. It would be so cool if this character actually did this. So I'll spend like 5 hours working on that, get it completed, and it's so awesome. But then I've spent 5 hours doing something that was outside the scope of the original contract. So I get in the moments, and the client welcomes that. I've talked to the client wants me to do stuff like that. So as long as the budget stays the same, he's flexible on the deadline. So still not gonna go too far past the deadline. I don't imagine we'll take any longer than the end of October to finish this game. So that's the plan. I really don't want to do layer avatar masks for the goon. because again, that adds some to the scope. I'm gonna keep that off for now. I'm not gonna do that. If we have some really good animations later that almost require it, or I don't even know. I don't know. For now, we're working fine with this. So was it hit 4? I'm just gonna, let me play around with hit 4 one more time. Maybe we can get it to work without layer mask, or avatar mask, sorry. Apply. So it's on the XY. I might just need more animation to give him time to walk back, so don't bake into pose. Pull this out so you guys can see better. It's 4. Yeah, so what's happening is he's jumping back, which is fine, but then because I have the animation clip ending too soon, the transition that I have is transitioning from one animation to the next, so it's sliding it back to position of the idle animation. So I need to just give the animation some time to walk back. That would work, but it might take a little too long. But let's try it. Just drag that along. Boop. Walk back. And once we've walked back, then end at 3, 5, 11. 3, 5, 11. There we go. Now he gets hit back, and then he actually walks back. There's a little bit of sliding in the mocap, but it might be okay. Let's check it out. Okay, apply that. Let's see how that looks. There it is. Oh, he walks back super fast, which that makes sense. Why that would happen. Could change that single transition. It's this one to take instead of 0.2. Oh no, wait, it's still fast. It's fast because of that. Let's change it to 1. That might be a little bit too slow of a hit. Let's try it. Are you streaming somewhere else? Yes, I'm streaming on TikTok, purple platform T, and red platform YT. That's good. He walks back to position, which is good. Streaming to 3 places, guys. TikTok, T purple, and YT red. That looks good. I could commit to that one. Gets hit back. It's a little bit of a slow. Let me make it a 2. Let me make it twice the speed. See how that looks. That's not bad. He walks back a little bit too fast. Let's do 1.5. Ooh, that looks good. That works. I think that works. Do you guys think that works? The hit where he kind of goes in and kind of steps back. Do you guys think that works? Do you guys think it looks good? It is this one. I think it works. There's a tiny bit of sliding at the end, but again, it's a mobile game. And I've downloaded and tested and tried out a ton of different mobile fighting games, and most of them have sliding galore. This game has very little sliding compared to most mobile games, so I think this is okay. What do you guys think? A bunch of scripts that you reuse, or do you write new scripts every time? Yes and no. The one that I'm using to actually pick a random animation, that's actually a script that I use in my Pixelfire code for choosing random animations. So sometimes, yes, I will reuse old code. Other times I'll start from scratch. It just depends on what I'm doing. The great thing too, I really got bit in the butt on my last contract with this big company that I was developing a VTuber app for, because it ended up getting canned and it was private the whole 2 years, so I have nothing to show for it. And of course, all the code, the entire app, the entire game, everything belongs to the company. So I have nothing to show for it. I can't use any of it. So that really bit me in the butt. It really did. So what I made sure to do with this game, with this contract, is I asked the client to agree to let me own all of the code that I develop for this game. And he agreed to this. So what happens with this game, with this contract, is I actually own all of the code that I write for this game. But then I grant a unlimited, full-time, forever, infinite license to the client of this game to use this game and to use that code forever. So my ownership of all the code over this game does not hurt him because I'm giving him a license to use it in this game in perpetuity, forever. And then it helps me because when I develop more games, more projects, my own projects or other projects for clients, I can then actually have the freedom to reuse code that I use to develop this game. So it's a win-win for everyone, and I learned that lesson the hard way from my last contract with that big client. Had to walk away from a 2-year contract without anything. So that's really good. I like this. I'm good with this. Basically, you still own the game, right? Not really. Hey, I love your videos. Thank you, Nadadish. Means a lot. I don't own the game. No, the client owns the game. I just own all the code that's inside the game, if that makes sense. So then if I ever want to reuse code that I developed for this Tulin game, I can. I have the right to it because I own it. It doesn't really work in that case where you punch him again. I mean, it's okay. I feel like for a mobile game, it's still fantastic. Feels good. Awesome, Fanatical Mass. Thank you. You could sell that whole game to another person? No. I couldn't sell this whole game to another person because the client still owns all the IP that's inside the game. So like Drip, the character, and even this goon, the bad guy. The client still owns all the IP because they belong to him in the first place. And the client will own the logos, the name of the game, all that stuff. Even like audio assets, so we'll have audio assets in the game that are his music, or it'll be dialogue for the characters and stuff. That's all gonna be owned by the client. It's just the code. The code is all I care about. Because the code I can reuse and repurpose for other tools or apps or games that I develop down the road. Awesome, we have 4 variations of animations for these hits. Let's actually put some more goons in here. Let's turn them on. Got 5 goons now. I don't think you should break animation when you hit him twice in a row though. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I should actually handle that. Because if he doesn't break animation to start the next animation, then when I hit him really fast twice, he doesn't react at all to that second hit. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. It's a lot better having all that variation in the animation hits now. For some of the animation hits, breaking animation to start the next one works really well. Like those but when he does the stomach hit, because it takes so long, breaking away from that does look a little jumpy. See? See, if I don't break away, let me show you what it looks like, guys. Let's see, it's the interruption state, none. If I do that, watch what happens. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. What is that? Animation state machine? Not set to an instance of an object. Random hit or zero, 1, 2, 3. Is it doing that every time? I figure out where that error is coming from. It's not happening on 3. It's not happening on 1. It's not happening on 0. 0. Where was that error coming from? I don't know, that's weird. Okay, but yeah, so this interruption state none, let's see what that looks like. I guess we did just, what is? Object reference not set as an object. Animation state machine. Is it in here? No. It's weird. Unity editor graphs animation state machine. Huh. Okay, let's look at this. Reskin it and sell it? No, I won't do that. That's not the plan. But I mean, I would love to make my own platformer at some point and use the flicker emotes. Guys, someone follow or subscribe so we can see the flicker emote or the flicker alert. If you're watching on TikTok right now, go to T or YT and hit follow or subscribe so we can see that flicker alert. Like, I have this mascot for the Pixelfire brand called Flicker. He's super cute. I would love to make a 3D platformer like this, but with Flicker. You're like this little fireball character and you run around and shoot fireballs out of your hand. It'd be super cool. But yeah, I could like reuse a lot of code for this game in that game. Okay, let's check out this animation. Or the interruption state. Oh, I guess that... It's still interrupting. Why is it interrupting? It shouldn't be interrupting. Let's move this so we can... Interruption source can be interrupted by transitions from none. Oh, I know why. These guys. Nope. Good question. Is this sort of thing better done through the blend tree or through coded coroutines in your view? What thing exactly? What are you talking about? Could you elaborate more, Troll Cave? By this sort of thing, what do you mean by this sort of thing? IShowSpeed just hit 29 million subs today. That's awesome. Congrats to him. I've been working with Mocap. Ever since I got the version 1 Mocap suit, which was actually for this client for another project I did for him, I created a logo animation a long time ago. Let me show you this, guys. I've been doing hand keyframe animation for 15 years, ever since I started learning Blender. But I was able to start using motion capture on this project right here. I don't think this has sound. But this is the brand for my client. It's called Tooland. It's a comic book brand. I don't think you guys can hear any music or any sound for this, right? But and you can see Drip, the character, he's like so much thicker. This is like 4 or 5 years ago. So we actually slimmed him down a lot for the game to make him look more like the comic book version. But so I made this logo animation for this client years ago. And I actually got the version 1 motion capture suit to be used on this. So what you're seeing right here is motion capture that I recorded from my own body. And so that was for that. And so now it's really cool getting to see me, or getting to work on another Tooland project that's a game now and actually use mocap that can go in the games. Super fun stuff. Okay, so why is that? I need to figure out why this isn't working. A variable random set of animations like the enemy reactions. I see what you're saying. Well, I mean, it is done in code. Like I have the code here in the state machine behavior that chooses a random integer and then swaps the animation. But doing, I see what you mean. I would rather do it all in code. I'm honestly not the biggest fan of the way that Unity does animation, this whole animation system. There is an animation plugin that I've had my eye on for a long time that I really like to try out. Let me show it to you guys. It is called Animancer. And it claims that it's better than Unity's animation system. It doesn't. Let me just show you this real quick. It shows you all the problems with the animation system in Unity. This is what you end up with if you have tons of animations. But the way that Animancer works is it does everything via code, like you said. It also has some inspector tools to where you can still do it in the inspector. Like this is what animation in Unity is like, but then you switch to Animancer, and this is what you get. You get to code like how I code everything else, and it's just, and you can still do blends, and you can do all this fancy stuff. See the inspector here? You can't see it because my webcam's in the way. But it just looks like a really cool plugin, and so I really want to try it out. But because of the simplicity of this game that I'm working on, I think I'm just gonna keep going how I know, because it would take some time to learn this new plugin and all that. So I have been eyeing this, and I'm very tempted to try it out. So someday soon, maybe. Someday soon. Looks like slash marks instead of laser marks on that. Yeah, it's a little interesting because I was given the original logo, which had the slash marks, kind of like, I guess, tiger claws slashing through it. That's the original logo, so I had to make that logo happen. But then I had the idea, hey, he could land, shoot. Actually, it might have been the client's idea. I don't remember. One of us had the idea that he would pull his laser cannon out and shoot the laser marks into where the claw marks are on the D. I don't remember if that was my idea or his idea, but regardless, he liked it, so that's what we went with. It's just purples. What's up? What mocap? I use Rococo motion capture. Okay, so why are they still interrupting? We gotta figure that out. Any state. Okay. It's the same transition. Okay, got it. Got it. First off, this needs to be there. Needs to be there. There. I don't know why. Still getting interrupted. They shouldn't be getting interrupted. Is it because any state? Let's see. Interruption source. It should be none. Try current state. I don't think that'll solve it, but we'll see. Still getting interrupted. These exits. Has exit time. I do that. One thing that's really bad about Unity's animation system is that all the stuff is not reusable. Like how I tried to just duplicate the animation clip with its transitions and then swap out the clip. You can't do that. You have to remake it every time. And that is very, very annoying in animation. And so the great thing about the Animancer plugin, or even just coding the animation clips to play yourself, is you can just copy and paste code. You can just reuse stuff or put code inside a method and then call that method from different places. So that's the biggest. So if I knew that this game was going to have more than 30 animations, then I'd probably go with the Animancer plugin. Because we're probably not going to have that many animations, I'm just going to stick with this. Because it's not too much extra time to just repeat steps. But it is very annoying sometimes. Okay. No exit time, so let's see what this does. Well, that obviously doesn't work. It's gotta exit time. Interruption sort. It shouldn't be interrupted because it's none. Maybe current state, the next state? I don't know, dude. Don't understand why it's still interrupting when I turned that off. It's because any state can transition to the hits. But there was that setting in this. There's a setting that doesn't show up on the state machines and it does show up on the normal state. They don't have access to. It's the setting can interrupt itself or something like that. Can transition to itself, and that I don't see that anymore, which is annoying. Let's do current state, the next state. Let's try that. Ordered interruption. Only be interrupted by higher priority transitions. That might come in handy later. But right now, they're all the same priority. Been watching the PlayStation announcement. Very disappointing. What's that all about? Still interrupted. What's disappointing about the PlayStation announcement? I haven't seen it. What is it? How do I get really good at Unreal Engine 5? I have no idea. I don't use Unreal. I use Unity. But the same way that you get good at any of this stuff, you just practice. You just practice, you play around, you tinker. That's how you do it. It's still interrupting. I mean, I want it to interrupt because I think that's the better move, but I want to see what it looks like without interrupting it to show you guys what it looks like. None. Nothing. I could just not do any state. PS5 Pro without disc is 700 euro or 700 pounds? Dang. What is the PS5 Pro? Wait, is PS5 the new one? I thought PS5 has been around for like a year or two. Or was that the PS4 that's been around for a year or two? I did not grow up PlayStation. That has never been my thing, so forgive me for not knowing enough about PlayStation. Okay, so maybe I just do this not from any state, but only from idle. Let's try that. Let's go from idle. Boop. exit time. There we go, and then delete any state. The only problem with this is that it's only gonna transition to hit from idle. It's not gonna do it while he's walking, which I could just add another link from there. So that way we're linking from idle and walk, but we're not linking from these hits. So let's just try that real quick. See how that looks. Boop. So now these animations should not get interrupted by each other. Let's test it out. Oh, I didn't add a condition. Whoopsie. Condition, get hit. There we go. It's been up for 4 years. It's just an upgrade. Okay, so what does the Pro offer as an upgrade on the PS5? Okay, so yeah, now the animation is not getting interrupted. And see how bad that looks, guys, if we don't interrupt the animation? See, I'm punching him over and over again, but he's not reacting to it. So the animations have to get interrupted. Right? Right? Animation should always get interrupted. If drip hits you, you gotta get hit. I mean, I guess I could always show like the hit. We're gonna have a hit effect to like when it hits, like there's some type of like particle or visual effect happening, as well as sound. That's gonna help a lot. But the animation of it, something needs to happen every time you get hit. Boop, boop. So like, it's gotta get interrupted. So I need to go back to that because I think it just looks a lot better. Make transition, state machine hits. This needs to be condition, when get hit, and then settings, 0.1, 0.01 on the time. And then just make sure they're the same. Yes, and then delete that, and that should put us back to where we were before. So animations are gonna get interrupted, which I think is the right move. And it works in pretty much every instance except for that hit back, because the hit back takes so long. Now to figure out a solution for that. But we got some random variation. I think it's looking good. We don't get hit the same way every time. Maybe just a no interrupt for the step back animation. That's a possibility. Hold on just a second. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. Let me see where the Goon's collider, is it moving with him? Let me actually just check this out. Let's look at the Goon in the scene view this time. Whoa. And see if his stuff is moving with him. So right now it's moving with him, great, but then when I punch him, yeah, exactly as I expected. So he's moving back and his stuff is not moving with him, so ideally, this is what needs to happen. Okay, hold on. This is what needs to happen. I need to make it so that on the animations, guys, this is gonna work for all the animations where he's like walking back, okay? I need to make it so that on those animations, when that animation plays, he gets pushed back. The animation happens, boop, he's way back there, away from his stuff. But then in the animation, I actually push his whole self back a bit like that. So boom, it kind of gets moved back. And then because his whole body, his whole system, movement system is actually moved back, then he knows, oh, I gotta move closer to drip again. So then he'll transition to his movement animation and then actually move, or his movement method and then move toward drip again. So that's what I need to do. So what needs to happen is this. On that hit 4, get hit 4, I need to actually make this not baked into pose, I believe. Apply. So that he stays in the center. Let me see if that works. Yep, perfect. Okay. So that animation where he actually is supposed to get knocked back, he's staying in the center. And then what I do is, so that it gets rid of the sliding, I actually push the whole character back in space for that animation. So to do that, I've got to go into his enemy script. And in the get hit. Here we go, get hit. Anim set trigger, get hit, and then transition to state. Okay. Now what I could do is I could actually put the random animation code in here instead of in the behavior, as a behavior. I could also add it as code as an animation event into the animation. See, there's like 100 different ways you could do this. What I want to do, where's his movement code? Oh, his movement code is actually AI. It's actually the navigation agent. There's probably a better way to do this, a smoother way to do this, but just for now, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do, for the enemy, transform position equals transform position plus new vector 3. Or no, let's just do this. Transform position equals new vector 3. Transform position X. Transform position Y. Transform position Z. So we keep the same transition except on the, is it the Y axis or the X? No, not the Y. It's either X or Z. It's X axis. Boop that way. So X axis. So transform position X plus 1. So right now what this is going to do is every single time the goon gets hit, doesn't matter the animation yet, every time the goon gets hit, he's going to get moved back by 1 unit on the x-axis. So let's try that out and see if it just works so far. Let's see if the pushback happens. Boop, yep. Okay, so it's working. Every time we punch, he gets pushed back. Now, obviously, we don't want him to teleport to that. It also needs to be not so far, like 0.3f. Let's try that. And it's also always going to push him that way for now, even if we're on the other side of him. So I'll show you that, guys, that in a second. So that's good. That's a good distance. See if even if I'm on this side, it's going to push him back this way. Yep, towards me. Obviously, we need to him to go in the direction that he's facing. And I have a directional thing for that over on drip already. Where is it? Here we go. Controller. I could just reuse this. But wait, I don't have do I have a controller on the goons? I don't, so that wouldn't work. So, boop. So we can't do controller, but we can do, we can't do move because I'm not using a controller. Let's see what this move is. It's a vector 3 motion. Might be able to use that same code, sort of. Let's try it. So not controller, but transform position equals new vector 3. Doesn't work. Vector 3 is not containing structure that takes one argument. Also can't, it's still gonna snap, it's still gonna teleport it no matter what I do. But I think I can do this. Transform forward, do that times this, maybe? Oop. Oop. No, I can't. Times cannot be applied to vector 3 and vector 3. Plus? No. No. That's not it. It'll be this transform forward normalized plus this. No. I don't think this will work, but let's try it. Move goon backwards a bit when doing it. Might need to go to ChatGPT for this one. You know the function of the delete key? What do you mean the function of the delete key? Oh yeah, this is a mobile game. Mobile game. Whoa! Oh, now he's always going in the direction. Oh wait, I think we got it. We got it. That was it. So I just need to do negative. Minus. Yeah, transform forward. Yeah, now it'll work. Beautiful. Eddie, thank you for the 10 roses. That means a lot. What if you made a special attack that did more damage and the animation for it was that step back? Yes, definitely. We have some other animations that are in here that do a lot more step. He like gets hit, he like rotates around, he's like falling back. So for those animations, yes, we'll definitely do that. Whoa! Why is he moving towards me still? I don't get it. Minus 0.3, transform position X. Okay. Well, then I'll just do transform negative. Transform forward now. Let's do. How about that? I'm definitely gonna have to do some type of alert or slurp so that it smoothly moves back instead of teleports. There we go. Now it should work this direction too. Yes, yes, beautiful. And if he's facing the other way, oh, I guess I need to fix that. Awesome. Now it just needs to not be so much. 0.1. Boop. It's a backspace, but it deletes character to the other side of the cursor. Oh, do you not know the function? Oh, yeah, I know what the delete key. Yeah, I use delete key all the time. Why are you asking that? Did I do something that warranted using the delete key? I'm confused. Why is it still going so much? Regardless of what I set here. The model resetting after being hit? I don't think so. Where's Lego guys? I have been wanting to use the Lego setup to develop this game in a stream, but I'm still working on making the Drip, the superhero character, as a Lego. So once I do that, we'll do those streams. Hey, it's just purple. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's just purples. This game is actually running at 120 FPS on mobile. on mobile. Let me show you guys. It's 120. Might not can see it. See that up there? Can you guys see that? Might be too blurry. Here, let me try this. See those debug at the top? The very left is the max capable frames per second of this device. The middle is the target frame rate, and then on the right is the actual current frame rate. It is at a steady 120. I did a lot of optimizing this past week. Really the only thing that I had to actually turn off, most of this, I'm using URP in Unity. I'm using for the most part, I'm using all the highest quality settings, and I'm still getting 120 FPS for mobile, which is fantastic. The only thing I had to turn off, let me show you what was really giving me problems, was, where's the settings? This guy right here. Screen space, ambient occlusion. I had screen space, ambient occlusion turned on, and I was getting, it kept varying. It kept going from like 120 FPS on mobile down to like 60, down to 50, down to 40, up to 70, down to 50, down to 40, down to 30. I was like, I was like, what is going on? It should be so much better than this. But I just kept turning off features, turning features back on to narrow it down. I thought it was anti-aliasing at first because I had, where's that? Right here. I had anti-aliasing on, and I had all my shadows turned up to highest res, 4096 for the shadow resolution, high quality. So I was turning those off, and it wasn't fixing the frame rate. And then I turned off the screen space ambient occlusion, and it just jumped right up to 120. I was like, oh, was that the problem? Let me try to turn all the other settings back up to high quality. So put all the shadows back up to highest quality, up to highest res possible for the shadow textures, everything. And then just kept screen space ambient occlusion off, and I'm getting 120 FPS consistently, which is awesome. So that's a killer in Second Life as well. Yeah, I think I looked it up. It's because it's the samples. Like, I even tried it on low, and it was still giving me bad frame rate. I don't know why exactly it is. I forget what it said when I looked it up it was just yesterday I looked this stuff up. It's something like it takes like a ton of rendering power on is it GPU or CPU? I think it's GPU. It just takes a ton of rendering power to do screen space ambient occlusion. So, and it doesn't make that big of an effect. Like, look, see what it's doing. Can you guys even see what it's doing when I turn it on in game? It's just adding some extra shadow inside areas. So like, look at this. Like, that's with off and that's on. So obviously it looks better with screen space ambient occlusion on. And for a high-end AAA PC or console game, you would want some ambient occlusion. It looks really cool. It looks good. But I mean, on mobile, look at this. Mobile, you barely notice it. So for us to be able to get our frames per second at only around 40 to 60, and it ranges with this on versus off, boom, and we get 120. So look at this. 40 frames per second, 120 frames per second, 40, 120. It's not at all worth it. At all. It's not at all worth it to have that on. So I just have it off, and it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I love it. It makes me so happy knowing that the game can run that fast on a mobile device. So, and we don't need screen. And again, it's a mobile game. And again, we're probably going to be adding some stylized filters to this to make it look more comic booky by the end of all this. So, yeah, that's that. But yeah, I need to figure out this movement thing. I really want, because like some of these hits, like that hit where it's just a boom, the enemy shouldn't actually move back in space. But for some really powerful hits, like if we do a combo hit and Drip does like a punch, uppercut, and then pulls his staff out and slams down, like the enemy should definitely get knocked back because of that. So we got to figure out some way to knock back the enemy. And again, there's 100 different ways to do that. So, hey Rex, thank you for the heart. It means a lot. No, I do not make tutorials, unfortunately. I wish, a lot of people have asked me for that, but I have no desire to make tutorials. I'm sorry. Batman, what's up? Thanks for being here. You try baking in things as well. I don't want to, baking things in. I don't want to bake things in because if I bake it into the animation, which it kind of already is baked into the animation, if I bake it into the animation, then the animation is going to take the enemy character away from all of his stuff. So by his stuff, what I mean is this stuff. His character or not his character controller, his nav mesh agent, that's what gives him the AI movement capabilities to move around and find spots to move to. And his colliders and all of this stuff. So like this central area where the character's supposed to be, I want the character to always be there, even when he gets pushed back, knocked back. So I'm gonna have to figure out something with that today. Let's see what happens. Can you be my mentor? The closest thing I can offer to mentorship, guys, is for you to just watch my streams. And watch my streams, ask questions on the streams, watch the VODs that are over on YT. And that's the best I can offer. You can send me DMs on Insta, Discord, X. I'm not able to respond to all DMs, but if you do want to get guaranteed DM access, now this is going to cost a lot of money, and I don't want you guys to feel any obligation to spend money, but I have a website called pixelfiregames.com. And here you can actually get a monthly membership, much like you would get on Patreon. It works exactly the same way. It's my own system though. It uses Stripe for the payment platform, so I don't even see your payment data stuff. Only Stripe handles all that. So there's different tiers, a 3, a 10, a 25, 50, and a custom, which is 100 and up, whatever you want it to be. And you get various perks for all these tiers, so check it out. Even if you don't plan on spending money here, just check it out. Maybe it's something that'll interest you. It has some really cool perks. One is, my favorite perk of all is the name and credits. So if you're on any of these tiers, your name will get in the credits of everything that I create, personal projects. So I don't think your name would be in this game because it belongs to my client, it's not mine. I could ask him. I don't think that would go over well though. I don't think it would work. But all the stuff that I develop, so the Lego brick PvP game, the VTuber app that I'm gonna start developing in the next few months, all that stuff, your name will be in the credits. So not credits of a video, credits of a game or an app. So you can actually go into the game on your phone or on your PC, go to the credit section in the game and actually see your name in the credits list. It's super, super cool. I love it. So that's one of the perks. There's a lot of perks, and one of them was the DM access. So feel free to get that. But that's the best I can offer for mentorship. Sorry about that. You're the GOAT of game dev. I'm really not. I promise you I'm not. I've been working on this game a few months. Most of that was building the characters. The majority of that, 90% of that was building the characters. Yeah, that's way too far back. And he's gonna fall off. Nope, he doesn't. Okay. I am going to go eat lunch. I am very hungry. And what engine? I'm using Unity. Unity. Unreal looks super cool. Unreal has fantastic marketing. But I learned on Unity back in the day. So back in the day, believe it or not, Unreal was not free. Unreal Engine cost money to use. Unity did not. Unity was free. So back in 2014, 2015, 2016, somewhere around there, I was like, hey, I want to start playing around with game design. So Unreal cost money. Unity did not. So I got Unity, started learning it, and have been just using that ever since. And I've never had any reason or need to switch away from Unity, so that's why I still use it. I would love to try out Unreal because it has a lot of cool stuff that looks really cool. But yeah, it would take some time for me to learn Unreal, and I don't have any pressing need to do it. Though I would like to do it, just personally. From what I'm developing, Unity has always been perfectly good for me. So would you recommend using Unreal now or Unity? It honestly does not matter. You could use either. If you have the time, I would recommend honestly doing both. Download both, learn them at the same time, maybe, or maybe learn one, dedicate like 2 weeks of time to learn Unity and dedicate 2 weeks of time to learn Unreal. And then maybe you'll kind of get a feel for which one you like better and then go from there. So yeah, I use Unity, but Unity, and you can pretty much, for the most part, make any game with Unity or Unreal. Now, Unity is more geared towards mobile games, and Unreal is more geared towards console and PC games, but you can make all of it with both. So yeah, I'm honestly not into the whole game engine war between Unity and Unreal. They're both fantastic engines, and the fact that both of them are free and we all have access to them is just crazy. 10 years ago, we did not have that access. Maybe not 10 years ago. 15 years ago. 12 to 15 years ago, we did not have, only the big studios had access to game engines, but now we do. It's incredible, so it really doesn't matter. How do you learn scripting? Same exact way. Look up tutorials. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see the finished product. It'll be finished soon. Like, I'm working on this full time for the next month and a half, 2 months tops, and it'll be done. So yeah. There guys, I'm gonna go eat lunch, so I'm gonna end stream now, and I may do another stream this afternoon and just continue on with this stuff. If not, then I'll try to do another stream tomorrow. But until then, guys, be sure to follow all my socials, and especially the Discord, guys. Check out the Discord. Check out the Discord. The Discord is the central hub of our community. Check it out. And I'll see you guys soon. Okay? Bye, guys.